Well, welcome. It is episode 1 of my podcast. I don't have a name for it yet. So about us. This is Natalie, my girlfriend. We've been together about 4.5 years already.
Yep.
5 years in October.
Yep.
It's been a fun trip. We have a baby now. She's 2 months old. She's with her grandparents right now. So we're spending all the free time that we can. And I said, why not? Why don't we just do a podcast, huh? Why not? Let the world know what we're about. All our fun adventures. So, Natalie,
Yes.
where were you born?
King City.
King City. Now, what's over there? What is interesting over there?
Nothing. I think it's like becoming a ghost town, honestly.
A ghost town, you say? Wow.
It's really, really small, and I think a lot of it's closing down. I'm pretty sure. I haven't been there in a really long time.
When was the last time you went? It wasn't with me, huh?
No.
Right before you got pregnant?
Yeah, I think I was pregnant because I remember that's when I started feeling sick. Like, I thought I was just car sick because it's like an hour and a half, 2-hour drive. But then after that, I was just sick. And then that's why I took a pregnancy test.
Wow. So when you were born in King City, did you I really don't know this. I don't think you've ever told me. How long did you live there?
Until I was like 1. So I didn't really live there.
Did you guys have your own house or?
Yeah, I think it was like a 1-bedroom or 2-bedroom house. It was really, really small. And they just rented it. And then my dad got a job here and then we moved here. I lived with my Gigi and Grandpa for a while. We lived in one room at their house when we were waiting for our house to be built.
Very neat.
Yep.
I must say.
Do you remember your first house? Or your first home? Like, were you there for a while?
My first home.
Like, where did you guys live when you were born and how long? Like, do you remember living there?
I don't even know. I think I was living in Stratford. I was living in Stratford when I was like 4 years old, all the way until I was like 7. Like for like 3 years maybe. Yeah, and then we moved into the apartments. But my parents said we used to live on right here next to my grandma's house, and there's like little apartments right there. Like it was like a little crackhead apartment, so it was kind of ghetto.
Oh.
Apparently, someone broke in, and do you have any crazy stories of someone trying to rob?
Did I tell you about when the neighbor jumped in the yard and was running towards me?
He ran towards you.
Yeah, I have that one. That's pretty much it.
That one's pretty funny.
So, should I tell it?
Huh?
I said, should I tell it?
Oh yeah.
I forgot. Oh, okay. I was letting the dogs out at our old house, and I was letting them out to the bathroom outside, and I noticed the dogs, I don't know if they were barking or like they were all looking towards the back of our house where we shared a fence. They were all looking that way, and I think they were barking. So I walked out of the sliding glass door, and as soon as I turned right, there was like a man standing under the tree, like far away from me, like 10 feet. How far is 10 feet, you think? Not that much.
Probably like, this is 5 feet from the wall. So yeah, almost as long as this room. This room is probably 13 feet.
This is not 5 feet. If you laid down right here,
okay, it'd be 6 feet. It'd be 6 feet.
If you laid down right here, you think your head would touch the wall?
It would touch the bar of the table.
No, like.
Am I gonna have to record this to prove this?
I know, we're gonna have to do this one day. Anyway, I don't know. But it was like pretty far away, but in my backyard. And he was standing there, and I was like, I froze for like 1 second. And he like turned to me and started running towards me. And I like screamed. And my mom always says she was screaming when she tells people the story. She always says I was screaming bloody murder. Like, you know, like it was really scary. I just started screaming and I ran in the house and I slammed the sliding glass door and locked it. Like, I remembered to lock it. And then I ran into my mom's room and I was like, there's a man in the backyard. And then she was like, oh my God, what? What? And she like came running into the living room, grabbed Jackie, made sure the door was locked. She called the police. Oh, then we heard like I don't remember the little details, but I remember we heard like knocking at the door, and and my mom was on the phone. I don't remember when she called 911, but we were all together and we were all scared, and we walked up to the door, and then she was like, "Who is it?" And it was Christine, and she had just got there, and she was like, "Christine," and my mom was like, "Is anybody with you?" And she was like, no. Like, she thought we were kidding. Or she said, are you alone? Or something like that. And then, we opened the door really fast, and my mom was like, get in, there's a man outside. And she was like, what? And she, like, jumped in, and then she called the police, and Christine said she saw him running from our house, kind of, as she was pulling into the cul-de-sac. Like, she saw a man with a hoodie. He was, like, running all fast, and he started walking all, like, regular. And we were like, oh, yeah, like, that was probably him. So what happened was he was, like, in a domestic fight with his wife. Like, I don't know if he was beating her or whatever, but they were fighting, and when the cops got there, he went to the backyard, and he had a gun. The gun was missing. So the cops went into our backyard, and they were looking for the weapon and, like, trying to find it. But I think he ran with it. Or I don't remember. I think they caught him, and they couldn't find the gun. And it was missing. I don't know. I'm probably making half this stuff up. Anyway, it was pretty scary. Yeah.
Wow.
I was shaking for, like, 2 hours because there was just this man running towards me. I remember I was like this. I was watching my hand. I was like, I can't.
You think that's the scariest thing that ever happened to you?
Besides the Tower of Terror?
That was like one of the scariest things happened to you?
That was scary.
That was like one of my favorite rides.
I can't. Free falls scare me. I feel like my soul is over here and my body's like down here when I do free fall.
I have a picture of the face you made when you fell down.
No.
I really want to put it on there.
No.
Well, yeah, that's why you're like that, but you could see the fear in your.
I don't like free falls. I can do any other roller coaster besides the Goliath.
The Goliath. Oh no, that's not the one I was thinking of.
Is that what it's called? Yeah.
You talking about the one with the white the old boards?
No.
Oh, I think you're talking.
Oh, that's the zombie one.
That one's...
Apocalypse.
Oh yeah, Apocalypse.
That one hurt. Remember the one that was in the front and it was white and there was a red train and a blue train, and we were like, oh, this one looks like nothing because it was just like this, but we were like, ah, like that one was really fun. I think that was my favorite.
I like the one where it was I don't know, I think it was like a dragon one. Mm-hmm. Remember when we were like heads first going upside down?
Oh.
Remember that? Like, we went up on the loop, but then we, like, faced downwards when we went the other way.
The X one?
No, it's a dragon. The X2 is what you're talking about, right?
Oh, yeah.
X2 is the one where I had my necklace.
Oh, Viper. I think it's called Viper.
No, it was dragon. It was like a Chinese one. It was a dragon one. And we were, like this, and then our bodies pointed up, like, as if we were flying forward with our
I
back.
can picture it, but I don't remember.
So, like, the top of the ride was on top of us. Okay, and then we got in like this, and then you face down at first. Yeah. And then the ride starts going.
I understand what you're saying.
And then it went up. And then shut.
Well, because you said it 3 times, you know.
It's the one where it's the one where we're like this.
The one where we're tilted like this.
Yes. That's the one right there.
Oh. No, I don't remember that one.
Well, that was a good one.
I like... which one was my favorite? Well, the white one in the front. But I also
The
like...
one in the front was... What do you mean? The one that... Like, we didn't have any seatbelt? Yeah.
Okay.
That's the one we didn't have any seatbelts, right? That's the one you're talking about?
That was just like a bar, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But we were holding on because we kept, like...
Yeah, that one didn't make sense to me.
Why?
Because we could have died. It was like there was no seatbelt.
They test the weight and everything.
Bullshit.
So it's probably not enough where, like... It's probably enough to where, like, anybody could just hold on.
What if I want to bring my child?
They would have to pass the weight limit or the height or whatever.
I can't believe you didn't go on that roller coaster.
Which one?
That big one.
Goliath?
That's the one next. That was
Where
the
it
one.
does like a big.
That's
like,
the one next to the Superman one. That's
No.
you didn't want to go next. You didn't want to go. Yeah, it was right next
that
to
free
it.
fall?
Well, no.
A roller coaster
yeah, the one
or a
that's next to the
free
free fall. It was like that or whatever. It's like
Oh, that's a free fall.
no. The one next to it.
Oh, Superman. Superman is the one that goes like this and it goes backwards.
The one next to Superman.
The one on the back side of Superman?
Kick your ass.
Is it touching Superman?
It's a roller coaster.
Oh, that's not Goliath. They're not even near each other.
The one okay, but which one's a really tall one you do not want to go down? It was like almost as tall as Superman, but you go down.
That's Goliath. They weren't right next to each other.
The one we didn't end up going on.
Superman was like in the middle
Which
of
one
the
was
park
the roller coaster we didn't end up going
Goliath.
on? That was Goliath?
because we were like, if you don't want to do it, I'm good. And you were like, no, if you don't want to do it. We both were like, oh, like, I'll get on it if you want to get on it,
no.
but I'm good. I don't need to
You
get on it.
made me paranoid to go on it. I was like, no, she's probably right.
I told you if you wanted to get on it, I would get on it, but I did not want to get on it on my own. Like, if you didn't want to. I remember we kept going back and forth on it, too. And we were like, okay, we'll go on it next time as we were walking away from it.
I really want to go to Disneyland.
Me too. I want to eat there. I feel like we never even eat there. All we go to is your dumb pizza place.
All right.
What?
I want to go.
What? Why aren't you responding?
Because you insulted me. You just, that was it.
I didn't insult you. I said the pizza place.
Either way. They didn't have that last
because
time.
all we do is go there.
Oh my god, we can go somewhere else.
Yeah.
You just want to eat where I want to eat. That's your problem. Look at
I do not want to eat where you want to eat.
I want
You know.
the listener to listen. This is a thing. She never gets satisfied with what she eats because she needs me to eat the same thing that she eats. But I don't like that shit.
You know why we go where you want to eat? Because then there's 2 other votes that want to eat where you want to eat.
What do you mean?
Every time I want to eat somewhere and you want to eat somewhere, there are 2 other people that start wanting to eat where you want to eat. And I don't want...
My parents?
And I don't want to be like, oh, but I really want to eat here, because then that's 3 people.
Natalie, I swear, if you ask me to buy you something, that's like 2 hours away, I'll go get it, okay? If I want a pizza from Little Caesars, I can get that shit and not eat freaking chicken casserole with pickles on the side or what. I don't know.
Shut up.
I don't want to eat that sometimes. We do eat some places the same most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And
that just means I eat what you want to eat.
Because sometimes you don't want to eat what I want to eat, but then you make me guess what you want to eat. So you never figure it out. So we end up eating what I want to eat, and then you end up saying, we always eat where I want to eat. Yeah, this is the paradox that I'm talking about. Women are the cause of a paradox.
Shut up.
It's true.
Anyway.
There should be no reason. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, you know how many videos pop up on my TikTok, and it's like things I ate at Disneyland, and it's like Mickey Mouse pretzel, a cupcake, a type of ice cream, a type of sandwich, and they're all like cool Disney type of like themed food. And I'm like, where I never. I've only eaten pizza at Disneyland. I don't know where any of these things are, and it all looks good too.
I hate all the other. You can go to the other places. I can take you there. I don't.
Okay.
Next time we go.
Oh, I'm gonna be pumping.
4
next time we
years.
go, probably.
Like 4 years.
4 years?
I want to go to Disneyland soon. I want to go before they get rid of the replica lightsabers. I have a Luke Skywalker
You
one.
think they're gonna get rid of them?
I have a feeling. It's probably just going to be Mandalorian gear and whatnot.
I don't know. Lightsabers are in everything.
Actually, they're bringing it back in Obi-Wan. Mandalorian has a dark saber.
Can you get a dark saber there?
You can,
Where'd
but
you get that?
it looks like the one that I have right there. It looks almost exactly like it. It just looks more... I don't know. There's like no way to make it dark with white lightning around it. You know what I mean?
Do they have one of the ones that have both there?
Hmm. They Darth Maul's, yeah.
What about the one with the one on one side?
Kylo Ren.
Yeah,
Oh, that one sucks. You like that one?
I like that one.
Can I see your bottle real quick?
Mm-hmm. Why? What are you gonna do with it? What are you gonna do with it?
Drinks.
How did you do that?
You gotta put your lip right here, and then blow.
How do you know how to do these things? You're so old.
I used to be in a.
You're like one of those kids that made like the cans with the string. The can.
I always wanted to do that, but I never did. So, what do you think our best memories together are? Like, what do you think is the best to you? You can name multiple if you want, if it's easier.
You go first.
Favorite memory with you? Shoot, there's a lot. We went to the lake. Remember that that guy burned? You saw that little fire and it like burned the whole field. Good stuff. That's California for you. Favorite memory? I don't know. I thought of the topics, but that's all I thought of. Let's see.
That was it?
8. No, that was barely number 3.
Oh, okay.
Well, actually, number 4, but I skipped 3. I'm gonna go back to that after this.
Mm.
Favorite memory together. Let me see. What's your favorite memory? It's hard to. I forget a lot of stuff. Okay, what is like a? Let's talk about what is your favorite memory like with your family.
I don't know. I have
Or-
a lot of good memories with them. We laughed a lot.
What's like the best that you can think of right now? What's a good one?
Usually when we're in the car together is when we have the most fun. We always usually like just start joking on each other and like teasing each other. But there's been a lot. Like I can't think of one. What's it? What is it? What's your favorite memory? What is it?
So I think my favorite memory with my family is when we went to the beach and everybody was there.
You were like little.
Yeah, and they had quads. I don't. Yeah, they had quads, but I didn't ride them. They had quads and they rode in the dunes.
Cool.
Yeah, that's my favorite memory because like it was just all my family. We had a lot of fun. Yep. See, though this one time, my least favorite, but I guess it's pretty fun anyways because everybody went again to this. We went mountains, play in the snow, and my grandpa was on the bottom of the hill. I think I told you this one where everybody was sledding down, and then he caught everybody. But I was a bigger kid. Not by choice. I just had started growing more. and everybody slid down. He caught all of them, and then it was like I was sliding down. I swear he was right here, and I went like this, and he was like, and I just,
Fernando?
yeah, I looked away, and I just see the tree, and then like I just go like that, and then my ear gets cut on it. I ran into the tree bark because I couldn't stop myself. Yeah.
That's so mean.
Yeah, a lot of bad things happen.
No, that's just funny. That's not bad.
I cut my ear on the tree.
Aw.
I told you I ran into a tree.
Oh, I didn't hear you say you cut
It
your
wasn't
ear.
like a tree I could dodge. It was a long tree and laying down like it was like already falling. So I had no way out.
What did he say? Did you talk to him after?
Yeah, oh, I'm sorry or whatever. No, it's just like I thought you were gonna catch me. And
Oh.
things happen. Oh, you know what was another good memory is, let me see. Another good memory is when I went to this. I think this is it's probably not the last time, but when we went to Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk with my uncle Daniel and his kids. There's a lot of them. There's like 8 of them. There's a few of them. So it was like a big family that went. I remember us paying with Pepsi cans. Like there was a whole bunch of Pepsi cans that had Six Flags on it, and I guess if you bring a certain amount, you go in for free. That's what I remember. I was like 6 years old, maybe. Yeah, we went on the rides. It was pretty fun, and I remember the funny memories when, you know how there's like a huge beach before it hits the water, like that right outside of it. Like so, the water is like at least like 50 feet that way.
At what beach? Which one? Which place?
The Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was picturing.
Okay, so there's like it's just the park, and then there's like 50 feet of sand, and then there's the water right there. So like, you know, there's no way you can get wet. So my cousin, he came down to the ride one time. It's the one where you're like swinging to the side. He came on. His pants were all wet.
Swing one?
Yeah, his pants were all wet, and then he told everybody that it was from the water from the ocean. It hit him. So they're like, "What the heck? It's all the way up there."
Oh my god.
Oh, man, I'll probably take his name out.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's pretty funny.
Oh, he got scared.
Yeah, I think he was probably like 4 years old back then.
Oh.
Yeah.
You remember stuff when you were like 6 years old?
From 4. First time I drank beer, I was 4.
Really?
Who puts beer in a cup that says Pepsi on it? I'm not naming names. I remember being annoying, which is like the worst memory to have. Like anytime someone like didn't let me play a game, you know what I mean? Like I was that kid, and like those were like I hated it. I hate it now because I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe it. And I remember thinking at the time like I'm annoying, trying to control it, but like that was just really hard to control. Yeah. My worst memories are me, the memory that I gave to others. All right, something positive. Let's see. Let's take a. What is the best gift that you have ever received? And you don't have to say from me.
I wasn't going to. No, I'm just kidding. I was thinking about like the jewelry you've gotten me and stuff. My dad got me a drum set one time. You know, did I tell you what happened? Like how I got that? So I did. Oh, so what's it called? I guess around that time I like really wanted a drum set and like I wanted to learn to play, and he was gonna teach me, and so it was Christmas Eve, and we all went to bed, and I had woken up to get and you've never been in this house. It was the house before the last house. No. So, what's it called? I had woken up to go get some water. And so, I like looked to see because they never bring out the presents. They never used to bring the presents out until the night, but until that night. So like when we would go to sleep Christmas Eve, they would bring all the presents.
I know where this is going.
What?
I feel like it's gonna be someone else's present, and you're like, "Oh, I want that," and then they give it to you.
No, I'm not you.
Got that?
No. Anyway, so I like looked, and I feel like I remember like, oh, I'm not supposed to look, and then going like looking at like really secretive. But I remember seeing the drum set, and it was like built and everything, and it was right there. And then I saw the presents, and I remember looking and being like, oh, I wonder if they're gonna practice or something. And it was Christmas Eve, like at midnight or something like that. And I was like, oh, they left their drums out or something like that. So then when I woke up, they were like, surprise. And I was like, not surprised. Because they were like, did you see? And I was like, yeah, but I didn't know they were for me. But so they got mad because they couldn't surprise me because I already knew there were drums there. It was funny. Anyway.
What happened to those drums?
My dad tried to teach me for a while. He would make me stay in the room practicing over and over again. I didn't really get into it. And then he gave them to... Oh, he has this friend in like a couple cities away, or kind of far away now. I think it's like an old friend, and he has a daughter or a kid. I remember we drove it to them and gave it to them. So it's somewhere out there. What's your best gift received?
Let me see. The best gift. I think it's this, but if I think about another one later, I'll tell you what it is. If it's actually not it, but for right now, whatever with one I think this is. It was annoying, but it was fun. I was glad. I was annoyed. I had been asking for the Xbox One. All right. The annoying part, I knew what the present was right away because they had a huge box. It was probably like that, but it was cut in half. It was that green box right there, to the left. I'm sorry, it's not really green. It says Xbox One.
Oh.
That was inside a box that was like almost that size. So, and they said it was for Nina. It said the name was on there, and then they brought it.
Oh, that's messed up.
No, she wasn't.
Oh, she wasn't there?
She's pretty sure she knew.
Oh, okay.
I hope so. And then she's like, hold on. This doesn't make sense.
Oh, she's like looking forward to it the whole time.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
We gotta ask them.
Yeah, I'll ask my sister too. She knows. But
let's see if she's awake. I wanna know right now.
No, I'll ask her another time.
Just see if she's awake.
I don't even know if it was her name. It might have been someone else's name.
I'll ask her if she remembers.
I'll think of it later.
It'll be on camera.
No.
Go ahead. What are you gonna say?
Hey. So anyways, yeah. So they ended up telling me it was for me, but I was like, I think they told us right before we went to Vanessa's, so that's when I found out because I don't know what happened. Maybe my sister wasn't with us. I think she went. She was with Frank that day, on Christmas Eve. I don't remember, but I remember that's when I think I was asking questions. I don't. It's kind of hard to remember. I just remember they told me it ended up being mine, and then I was like, all right. And then I sent it to my friend Raphael. I was like, hey, this is my present. What do you think it is? And then he's like, oh, he sent me a emojis shocked. And I ended up opening it, and I was like, so that was the best gift I've ever received.
Aww.
But let me tell you the annoying part. I opened it in the beginning, so we were not at my house, so I had to wait all that time, and that was the only gift that I cared about. I got socks or whatever. I like socks, but I had the new Xbox One.
Open it
first. I know, and I don't know. I was usually we go to sleep after opening presents, but now we're just hanging out. I was I want to go home, and then I got home,
They didn't let you play.
And I had to go to sleep early, I think, because we had to go do something the next day. And I was everything's updating. I was so excited to play it. Oh, that's so annoying. Xbox 360 also. I got that probably like 4 years before too. I forgot about that gift. I got that gift. But there's an annoying thing again. I'm gonna tell you. The annoying thing was I got the gift, right? But the thing is, it was for me. They bought a game for my brother. And that night that I opened my Xbox,
He was playing.
no. Well, let me tell you.
Okay.
My dad was like, "Why don't you let him play his game for now, and while you enjoy it later on." And then I was like, "I just got it. Let me just play it for a little bit. And he could play his game." I was like, "Just let me play it." And it was like, that was frustrating because they were like, they buy him in the game for my Xbox. He ended up he kept taking it over, like when his friends would come over, like he kept taking it from me. Yeah, I was like, oh. And then he got his own, and then he stopped using mine. Wait, no. I think he like kept using mine because I had a certain game on it. I don't know, but he kept doing annoying stuff with my Xbox. And I was just like, oh my god. But I probably love that Xbox 360 more than the Xbox One. I think. Because I played so many games on it.
Mm-hmm.
So many memories with friends. Xbox One, everybody stopped playing. I bought so many games, nobody even played with me. But yeah. But I love the Xbox One because like I get to play it. It was just a cool experience. It was cool. It was something new. And I got to play it. I guess I did play with my friends a little bit, but that, like, a couple years later, they stopped playing. Yeah, those are my best gifts ever.
We got a PlayStation for Christmas, but they told us it was for the family.
Yeah, you told me about that one, but
And we got a bunch of games.
But you nobody really played it though, besides you, right?
Jackie did.
Oh.
Sometimes. She has her moments. Every once in a while, she gets really into gaming. But, what's it called? Oh, and then I told you, and then they took us shopping. And they were like, oh, let's buy games and let's buy more remotes. And then they were like, oh, we really want to get Rock Band. Because we used to have Rock Band and Guitar Hero, like, a while ago when I was really little. And so they were like, oh, let's buy Rock Band for the PlayStation. And there was a set that was like 2 guitars, and it was like $60 or $100. I don't know how much it was, but it was expensive for just 2 guitars. And then there was like the drums, the microphone, the guitar. What else? I don't know, but it was like twice as much. And they were like, let's get that one. And then they were like, oh, you guys want games? Like, go pick out games. And we were like, who died? We were like, where did all this money come from? Like, why are you guys all... Like, we kept asking them. They do that every once in a while. They just go on, like, a little... Like, where they buy us a lot of stuff. And we're like, where is this money coming from?
We had days like that.
Yeah?
Very rarely, but yeah. Every time we did leave the house, though, when I had the Xboxes, I would hate it. I would always say, please have someone watch the house. Or, I was like, please, because I'd always feel like someone was going to come rob us, and I was always paranoid. I hate leaving my stuff that I just bought at home. You know what I mean?
Why do you think somebody's going to rob you?
Why wouldn't they, huh?
I don't feel like that happens as common as you'd think in a small town. Anyway. I had a Wii. Did you have a Wii?
My brother did.
Why didn't they just buy them for all you guys? Why did they give one specific kid a console?
It was not like we weren't going to share it anyways. But like, I don't know. He got all the games. He had the Nintendo 64. He had the GameCube. He got the Wii. And then my first console was the PlayStation. Oh, the PlayStation 2 was cool too. I remember I got that. I got the PlayStation 2. I used to love that game. I used to play San Andreas on it. My grandpa gave us a projector. and we used to play on there. We used to plug it into the projector and play the game on there. Next game I got was the PlayStation Portable, the PSP.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome. I had the Game Boy. That was there. I had a Game Boy. Yeah, and then after that, I got a DS, and after that, I got an Xbox 360. I have a question. It is now the year 2022. A lot has happened within the past couple of years. How has COVID-19 affected your life, and what are the good things that came out of it? What are the best memories during the quarantine?
Amora. We got Hades. That was pretty cool.
Well, you didn't like Hades that much.
I don't like puppies.
Puppies? Why do you want a puppy then?
I like to see puppies, but to own a puppy, it's too much. It's easier to have a baby. Didn't you say that earlier?
Yeah.
I think you said that. It's true.
It's easier to raise a
Puppies
baby.
are so frustrating. Like, I can't. He was cute. I just didn't.
Well,
I love him more now.
that was one of my favorite dogs ever. Ever.
Who's your second favorite dog?
Second favorite dog. The dog from Little Nicky.
Promise you don't love Lucy? Or
Lucy's
do you just do
cool.
That? Do you just do that because you know it bothers me?
Lucy's cool. She's just not one of my favorites. I've had cooler dogs.
No, out of the dogs right now.
The dogs right now.
Give me your order.
I think I like Claudius.
You're an asshole.
Why am I an asshole?
Why do you love her?
Love her? She's cool. She's like top 5. She's top 5.
You love her.
I love Lucy. She's top 5. She's top 5.
If something happened to her, would you cry?
Yep.
Promise? Mm-hmm. Hey, stop it.
Promise. I care about her. She's not top 5.
You just said she was top 5.
Oh no, she's just top 5. She's in top 5, but she's not number 1.
Start from the beginning.
Hades.
Okay.
Claudius.
Okay.
Let me see. Claudius is her dog from her childhood, but he doesn't live with us.
We're talking about dogs at my parents' house and at his parents' house.
I don't have any others, but she's top 5.
Cargo.
Cargo sucks. I hate her.
Why do you like Cargo?
She's annoying. She always eats my food, just like this little bastard does. Always eats my food.
What about Blondie?
Blondie is a good dog. Too good.
Why can't she be number 3 then?
Blondie could be number 3.
Do you hear this, Lucy?
No, I thought you were talking about Blondie.
Attack.
Blondie could be number 3.
Just kidding.
So yeah, we got Hades. That was pretty cool. It was the year I started smoking weed.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what? The smoking the weed is like changed me a lot in the way I think. Which is one thing I appreciate about 2020 because that year changed me a little bit. It was bad for most, but it was good for me. I got laid off of work, job that I didn't really like, so kind of good for me. I went back to work 1 year later, so I got a whole year off, but I did get COVID at the end of that year. I got it and I lost my smell. Well, most of it. Well, I lost it all at once, and then most of it came back. So, which is all right. I can't really taste pizza the same, which sucks. That was in the year 2021, though. So 2020 was not. 2020, I used to hang out with my friends all the time. We used to go drink, smoke weed. We used to play Pokemon Go nonstop. Have a lot of fun. You were working, though, which sucked. But you only worked 3 days, which was cool. We went on a few trips. I think we went camping like twice.
Yeah. One's alone and then one's with my cousins.
Had a couple pool parties. Doja Cat was there. But yeah, that was it had COVID-19 took its tolls.
Mm-hmm.
Took something from me, gave me something else. It is what it is. But yeah, it didn't affect me that bad. think it was 2020 or 2021 when your mom had the glow in the dark party. That was fun.
2021. That was last year.
But yeah, there was like a lot of cool parties, even though it was like the worst time to party.
At my house. Mm-hmm. We have good parties.
Mm-hmm.
Our parties are gonna be like that.
Hopefully, nobody ever wants to do anything.
What other parties do you remember?
Mm-hmm.
Glow in the dark party. Or blacklight party.
I don't know. It's hard to remember. I have the worst memory ever. I remember that wedding was cold AF. And I remember everybody was like, we're going to get drunk. As soon as we got back to the hotel, I swear it was like 8 of her cousins and her sisters. And everybody knocked out when we got into the hotel. I was up drinking, watching whatever. I think it was like Family Guy on the TV. And everybody fell asleep, and I was the only one drinking. I was all sad. I was like, nobody can hang. Tired.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we don't really have anything else to talk about. So we're going to wrap it up. She's getting tired.
What's our outro?
Our outro, we got to do a dance.
Oh, you do it.
The Scarn. The Scarn dance. We didn't talk too much, but that's our first podcast. Maybe we can get a third person on it because it's always fun with 3 sometimes. Hopefully we can have a third or fourth person. 3 or 4 people on here next time, and we got more to talk about because we didn't really have a lot. We don't have really a lot of fun stories.
We'll work on it though. We'll start thinking of stuff ahead of time.
Yeah, I'm gonna start writing down. I have more stories like the snowboarding or when I fell down that mountain. It was a small hill, but I was a small kid, But it's still, you should have caught me. But I'll get more funny stories out there. We'll think of more stuff. I swear every day in my life something embarrassing pops up that I've done in my head. Pops up in my head. Everything that I've done pops up in my head from time to time. And it's kind of embarrassing. So I'm going to put that into my mind and I'm going to talk about it on here so you guys can have a laugh. Whoever's watching, whoever you guys is. I only get like 7 views. And it's probably like 3 of them are me.
I'm so tired.
She's tired. I'm high and I'm a little buzzed. We're going to go lay down.